The best part about doing this game is that usually it's you guys saying it for the first time and me hearing it for the first time, because it's usually just writing, and then I hear it from you guys, and then it just tickles me pink. Tickles me pink. And when I say tickles me pink, I'm talking about not as if I am changing via blush.
I don't know what's worse. I'd almost rather like tickle you like under your arm and then have you turn pink than tickle, say,
as long as you don't tickle him brown.
Could be both.
You Bojo!
I'm gonna start calling people Bojos.
I want to hear other things that are going to change, but only one letter of it.
I think Zemeckis robbed us from hearing that character speak more.
I agree.
Hey, McFly, you Bojo! Don't burst all work on unless you've got power!
Everyone wanted the self-lacing shoes, but I wanted the bat that came out, because in the future you devote your time and energy to storing more bats, and you can do so with an extendable one. Starship True Pursuit of Happiness with a Y.
Yes, it works, kind of.
It's a great one.
We're dropping articles today, everybody, left and right.
We don't need them.
We don't need them. They already changed the I out for a Y, so why should you have to worry about the formalities?
Do you remember what machine he bet his family fortune on to sell door to door that led to his financial ruin?
Was it like a fax machine or something like that?
That'd be so funny, door to door fax machines.
No.
Vacuum?
The only thing that pops into my brain is the thing that made orange juice from Gremlins.
It was a bone density measurer, and you should never know the answer to that question.
Bone density
God.
measurer.
I got weak bones.
That was the last straw for his wife. She said, "I'm not sticking around for this."
It sounds like the name we would give our child to make him sound important. Like,
yes.
Tronwood.
Tronwood, come here.
Tronwood. Kiss your mother.
Bring me my copy of
Bring me my robe, Tronwood.
Willems, Tronward Willems, are you here? Are you present?
Fetch my socks and buckle them to the thing that I wear around my waist that holds them up.
Onward, Tronwood.
Mush.
Remember
Mush. Ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
For Ready Player Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah. That movie sucked.
I like that they were like, you know what? If we just don't mention it again, no one will care. And I'm like, I care.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah.
Insanity, that movie, on every level.
Remember how it was 1984 for that first opening scene in the mall, and then it wasn't 1984?
2 minutes or something like that?
Yeah.
It was crazy. That movie, that was bad. Man, it's almost like, I feel, what's Mandalorian guy's name again?
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro. Yeah. I wanted more for him.
You're on a first name basis.
Oh, Pedro. I'll talk to him later.
Okay.
Kubrick.
Yeah. Stanley.
Mr. Kubrick made this film.
Back to the Future 2. Oh, it's going to be a big one, isn't it?
The name of this movie is the type of movie that, like, if it was made back in the day, which it was, it'd be like, this is what I think this year will be like, because that year is in the future. And it's not that future. It's actually in the past now for us.
Yeah. Back to the Future 2001: A Space Odyssey.
There you go. You got it.
Man.
Yeah.
That was complete unreactivity in my brain. There was nothing going on. I was just dead. I had nothing.
The gap was not being crossed by the
Not
electrical
even
charge.
They were asleep. So, okay, now I'm warmed up. Thank you. All right.
I think Elliot's old school brain would not have appreciated that movie, but you should watch that movie now because I think you'll like it.
I probably would. I'm next up is Aliens though, because I watched Aliens, so I'm trying to get into those.
Dude, Alien is great. Have you haven't seen any of them?
I've seen the first one last week.
Did you like it?
Yes, I loved it.
Great. More of a horror movie than a space movie, but it's amazing.
A little frightening at times, I would say, indeed.
Yes. And get ready for a little bit of a twist with part 2, Aliens. It's a great movie, but it's not the same movie. It's great.
It's a
All right,
very
next
different
one.
movie. Okay. I've never even seen Starship Troopers.
Wow.
So I should watch that.
Was it the bugs? What was
Bugs.
it?
Yeah, and
Wow.
the general way you described it. I know you know the movie, so I had a bit of a...
It's a really good movie. I think you would appreciate it. It's got some really good political commentary.
Dude, we watched Superbad the other night.
Great movie.
So good.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, totally changed the whole, oh my God, this is a crazy night type of movie.
Michael
And it's-
Cera is unbelievable. Both of them are unbelievably hilarious. And they're
And-
so good.
Babies in it. They're babies in
Yeah.
it.
Snowpiercer surviving the game.
Yes, I got it. Homework. I want you to watch that movie.
Really?
I love it. I love it. It's one of those ones I was telling everybody else that didn't get it. It was one of those movies that I didn't know was in the theaters as a kid, if it ever was. But when it came out, TNT was like, yo, we're going to play this movie all the time
Oh, really?
until we get Shawshank Redemption.
One of those good TNT movies. That's what I was saying about whatever movie earlier. I was like, when it comes on TBS, I'm sure I'll watch it. Or TNT,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it a
one
sci-fi
of them.
movie? It's just the first one's a sci-fi movie.
Snow-
that one's
yeah,
not really
first one's-
sci-fi. More of an
it's really
adventure.
good, though. It's got Rutger Hauer in it and a couple other like actors that you're like, I know that guy. Anyways,
Cool.
It's worth your time. It's fun. Ice-T. He's great.
Okay, I'm recording,
And-
and I gave you a clap, and then I
Right.
gave you a monologue about being sexualized on TikTok, so you'll have all that on camera.
Yes, that's what I came here for. Got you.
Just this week watched Elysium on my own, just because I wanted to. Do you know what Elysium is?
Yeah, I remember enjoying it.
Or Elysium?
Elysium. Yeah, I remember enjoying it, and I remember everybody else being like, well, it's not like the other movie he did, so it's not good. That's what I remember from that.
Oh, Neil Blomkamp?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was different, but similar.
I think I liked it. It's been so long.
I liked it. It was very, it reminded me of how little movies can do compared to a television show. They really
Right?
gotta frickin' pack it in.
Yes, they do. Every movie I see now, it's like, don't do a sequel. Do 7 seasons on Netflix. Come on now. That'd be a good one, too. That'd be a great one. Doesn't he get, like, robot arms? Like, isn't that the thing?
He gets turned into a half robot, half man. Yes.
Yeah, and he's like one of
Because
the
he's
first
dying
ones.
of radiation poisoning and he has to take over the giant space station run by rich people.
Yeah. Oh, my
Great.
gosh.
All right. Well, as long as they're both sci-fi movies, maybe I got it.
Are you a big 2001: A Space Odyssey fan?
I mean, I've seen it. No, I find it a little bit boring, to be honest with you.
Dude, I don't blame you.
There's a lot of movie there. I was really worried that Back to the Future 2 had a tagline that I was going to have to remember.
Back to the Future 2. We're back to the future, but then we went a little bit more. That and they're like, that's not good. I had a friend that did. Did you partake in the make a Bernie in his mittens meme? Like, did you make one of those pictures?
I didn't make one. No, I enjoyed them.
I enjoyed them immensely. I'll send this one to you. But my friend from college, I was going through Facebook and I was like, oh, what's that? And he took the photo of the McFly kids. You know how they're disappearing. They're all transparent, and then down at the end is Bernie, a very transparent Bernie, in his mittens sitting in the chair. One of the best ones.
Galaxy Quest World?
Yeah, Jimmy, you got it. Yeah.
I had no idea that was a movie.
What you did there was take some context clues and mill them about.
I did. When did that movie come out?
Like 70s. It's an older one.
Oh, okay. Weird. I love that they did that.
Yeah, good man. Look at you go.
Weird. I feel like I don't want to watch the Westworld movie now that I know about it. It sounds not great.
Well, it sounds like you have the same disease that I have, which is I have a very hard time watching any movie pre-1982 due to the pacing.
Yeah.
It was just a different type of storytelling back then, and my brain
Yeah.
was not formulated to partake in it like others.
Right. I like, there's like a stretch from like 1950 to 1985 that I can't watch. But before then, for some reason, I'm like on board.
I agree with you there because one of my favorite movies is Citizen Kane, and I can watch that like it was made in the 90s. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What a world.
Pursuit of happiness. Starship True Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, he got it all by himself. Nobody helped him. Yeah!
Dear children are used to this. They're just in the other room like, yep, that's Dad.
Yeah. My neighbors now are just like, oh, Joe's filming today.
I haven't seen Onward. No.
I bet
But
you.
at least it's in my head because it happened in the last 2 years.
Most people don't. Well, I don't want to say most people. That's not fair. I have seen a high number of individuals say they did not like it. I liked it. And as a father, I think it will affect you emotionally.
It doesn't take much, if we're being honest.
No, it does not. That's what I tell people is like, watch, if you can remember everything you experienced pre-parenthood, go back and experience it again, especially
Right.
movies, and it's all different.
Yeah, anything with a little, because I have a son, like a little boy in it. If there's a piece of media and the little boy is unhappy or gets kidnapped or is in any kind of danger, I'm gone. I have left the room. It's over. I'm up.
way
I'm out of the
different.
chair. I don't care how much I paid for that movie. I cannot.
Yeah, anything where kids are in peril after you have kids, you're just like, why would they
Why
allowed
would
to
anyone
make
do
this?
this?
What is this smut? I'm joining a parental organization, and we are.
What is happening to America? It's okay.
All right,
It's okay.
three more.
I've gotten
You're
plenty of bad grades in my life.
You're gonna end this on such a tear. Wait, you're actually in school again. How's that going?
Yeah, did you know I'm in school? It's terrible, Joe.
I bet.
I'm taking like college introductory mathematics algebra stuff, and it's like this is the class you have to take to do anything. Mm-hmm. And it's very hard.
Whoa, it's hard again. Our algebra's hard
It's
again.
so hard. It's
Oh.
so, I mean, it's not, it's like, it's easy enough to learn. It's just deeply time consuming.
And doing it on
There's just so many rules.
on a camera and a computer. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's all distance learning. It's so hard. I feel so bad for anybody who's doing school right now.
It makes you
It's
wonder
so hard.
if there's, and there probably is, there's definitely a correlation probably between the importance of community when learning. Like, that's why school
yeah.
works. Like, doing it even in a group of so many other people, there's probably like inherent peer pressure and like group mind. Interesting.
Yeah, and just, but also just like, I mean, especially when it comes to, maybe not for an algebra course, but when it comes to like, any like philosophy course, I'd hate to be doing like philosophy discussions on Zoom.
Yeah. Nightmare.
And that's a lot of what people are paying for when they go to school, and they're just not getting it right now. So let's end the pandemic. Do you know that 1984 is like as far away from 1942 as like it is from now?
It's a scary thought, and what
Boo.
keeps me up at
Boo.
night is, for years now, I have got to say this phrase: my daughter is closer to the age of going to college than I am for when I went to college.
Ooh.
Messes me up. Yep. Putting things into context as you get older.
Yeah,
makes
I
a
mean
lot of
that's also
sense.
true for me, but just because I'm very old.
Yeah, it's not fun to think about. Push it out. Push it out of your mind
Yeah.
like The Last Jedi.
Dude, your sci-fi clout is not in danger at all.
Like at all.
Holy crap! I'm gonna have to bring you on for what? Wait, where's your weakness? What's your movie weakness? If you had to pick a genre.
I don't have one.
Oh my god! You're the new guy. You're the new best guy.
I don't have maybe like French film. I'm trying to get more into like foreign language stuff. Like my favorite two foreign language movies are Hate and Love Me If You Dare.
Hate is like it's a very bold word to use to call your movie.
Yeah, and it's in black and white, and Vincent. I think it opens with. If it doesn't open, it's just an iconic scene of him just break dancing in slow motion.
Yeah.
Black and white, slow zoom coming into there.
Galaxy Quest is my favorite Jimmy Fallon drummer.
Galaxy Quest. He's my favorite intergalactic talk show host drummer.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That just like obviously is very good at what he does, but you're not quite sure if he wants to be there or not.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
He absolutely does not.
It definitely does not. That was awesome. Gene Roddenberry, that one was hard because I was like, is that what's the James? I was like, is that Guardians of the Galaxy? I was like, is he talking about that? Or is he talking about Flight of the Navigator?
Dude.
Is he talking about that?
Good.
I was like, and then it finally hit me. I was like, no, Galaxy Quest is an actual That one is very clearly a ripoff of Star Trek, very purposefully a
Yes.
ripoff of Star Trek. And I was like, oh yeah, it's that.
Good man. Good movie as well. Very good.
You know.
That was great. Now I gotta know, like, was there any like I really don't know it right away, or did you just?
The first 30 seconds, I had no idea, because I was like, what is Rico and the? I was like, that's something, and I was like, aliens, and literally, not even. As I was going through it, when you said it the second time, and I heard it, Rico, and I was like, I don't know what Rico is, and I was just like, what alien shit is there? And literally, if not yesterday, the night before, I watched. There's those like Everything Wrong With.
Yeah.
I watched the Everything Wrong With Starship Troopers. If not last night, the night before.
Which is incredible because there's nothing wrong with Starship Troopers.
Nothing. It's a perfect movie.
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a good. It's
got Doogie Howser before.
Yeah. Well, it's got Doogie Howser post Doogie Howser, pre How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, but also pre White Castle. What is it? Harold and Kumar.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. And that was like the resurgence of Neil Patrick Harris was like Harold and Kumar, right?
Because he's cinema, but then he was rocking it Broadway, like with the Assassins, which is
100%. And look, here's the thing: like, there's a huge gap between that and that. So like, he wasn't just on the street busking, right? Right? That's just like popular memory for us.
He was riding those Doogie residuals for a while.
Motherfuckers are doing shit all the time, and just because you don't know it doesn't mean they're not doing a thing.
Yeah, they're just doing it in the little quiet corners of
you didn't know. And Starship Troopers happens, blows everything out of the water with its vagina alien that I knew pretty early was the movie. But Onward, there's no thing that told my mind to watch Onward.
That's so funny. We found it. We found your blind spot.
Did you even like Onward?
I thought it was okay. A lot of people did not. They put it in the same category as like Good Dinosaur, which is another Pixar that people don't really like too much.
Yet another movie. I have no idea what the you're talking about. Is it weird to have like a library and critical analysis of myriad children's movies, like where you're just like, this children's movie isn't as good as this other one in terms of catharsis?
No, because it doesn't feel weird to me because I hang out with the Steves of the world who watch all of those movies just as much as my kids do. So
that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
You're the first adult that I've actually met in a very long time that's like, I don't watch Pixar. That shit's for kids. That's usually where adults are going to get away these days.
Yeah.
That's so good. Dude, that movie, that's one of those ones that was like, I didn't even know it existed in the theaters, but then TNT was like, we're going to show this 70 times a day.
We have all of the rights to this.
We have the rights to one movie. It's Ice-T's Surviving the Game.
I feel like I might have seen that in theater. Is that like a 98 movie?
Like mid-90s, yeah.
You got to do like, if you do 90s, early 2000 rapper movies, like rappers in deep movies, that's a category. I might know that slightly less than the sci-fi movies, but I'll have a shot.
Like it'd be like Bruce Campbell battles the forces of evil in a cabin frequented by a bunch of urban bank robbers. Is that the best way to put that one?
Wait. Oh, I love this. Okay. Hold on. What is it? Hold on. Because I know, I'm blanking on not Army of Darkness.
Maybe they weren't bank robbers in that one.
Dead Presidents set it off.
Yes, that one. So Dead Presidents.
Oh, Left 4 Dead President. What is it?
Evil
Dead Presidents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Evil Dead Presidents is good. That's great. See, you got to do like 90s rapper type thing now.
That worked out. No, you're good.
The first one, I was like, I have this thing with my blurred group, my black nerd group, and we talk about Star Wars. And they're always like, okay, so in the first Star Wars, and then it's a long ass conversation about which movie we're talking about right after that. And I fucking hate George Lucas for that.
We
And
had
the
some
third
other-
one. Okay, what do you mean by the third?
Which one's the which third is it? Is it the first
And then you're
third?
like
Is it the
Kylo
second
Ren,
third?
and then I'm like, does he mean Kylo Ren or what is he? I don't know.
I know what I meant. I know what I meant. Okay, I don't know how to describe the plot of this movie. Okay, do you know that
Okay.
this is a Scarlett Johansson movie where she's not an alien killer, but she's like a computer.
Yes. Yes.
You know that one? Okay.
Yes.
So Scarlett Johansson computer movie, co-starring Chris Rock as a '90s rapper.
She's using 99% of her brain or
Yeah,
something.
that one or
like
something.
that.
Yeah.
It's something CB4.
Yeah.
It's
It's a name. It's
Serenity CB. What is it? Lucy V4. Lucy V4. Lucy V4.
We're gonna make that episode just for you.
Lucy V4. Just sci-fi and 90s rap movies. Lucy V4. That's
doing
my
it.
favorite one.
This is me recording for Movie Game. Slap it.
Ooh, good slaps.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been slapping stuff since like I don't know, I might have been like a baby.
Dude,
when I
you
started
came out.
slapping.
You came out and you slapped yourself. You were like, What
My doctor said that boy came out slapping and screaming.
Ma'am, congratulations. It's a healthy baby slapper. That's
It's a slapping baby boy. Hi, Jax. Jackson's popping it. Is Jackson's hair getting longer and he refuses to cut it, or is this after a cut?
We got one. No, it's been a while, but we've gotten one quarren cut with him. Otherwise, it would be too glorious, man. I can't exist in such glorious.
No one can. Yeah, no one can compete with that mane. Can you hear my heating? I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna turn this off.
Well, your audio just went away for a second. What were you saying? Okay. And Steven has walked away from the recording. He's gonna go turn off of his heat because he's overheating right now. So in the meantime, here is some hold music. Yeah. So, speaking of sci-fi, Jackson, much like yourself, is a big old Fortnite player. And because of Fortnite, just like totally partnering with all these other people and like bringing in IP, Jackson's just like, hey, dude, when are we watching Terminator 2? When are we watching Predator? And I'm like,
yeah,
I think soon. I gotta go back. I think you might have to wait on Predator, but maybe I can get by with T2.
Yeah, T2 is violent, but
it's not gory. It's not like over the top.
the only gory part is when he like slices open his arm and he like peels the skin off and he's got
And
the
he's seen
robot
that and he
hand
was
underneath.
fine. Yeah.
Great. And there you go.
That's a good movie. That's a
So,
good.
dude,
frickin'
that movie is like perfect.
Yeah.
Pacing, story, everything.
I also think I was telling the Willems that I think they really robbed us of hearing that character say more in the series.
Griff.
Not even Griff. It was Griff's friend. You Bojo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He just does the chicken sounds on his like soundboard his soundboard jacket. Which I want really bad. I want that in real life. I mean, I think they tried to make Biff's like entourage the same in every movie, in every time period, but
Yeah.
they blew it with like changing the actors out. Because some
A
of
little
the,
bit, yeah.
But if they had kept the same actors, that would have been really good.
Would have been fun.
If they had kept the actors and then the consistency with like the one being like the mouth that's like, those boys don't work on water unless you got power. Like they should have given them all like things to do. Like
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Maybe
Whatever.
there's a spin-off. Like we should do a spin-off of like
Biff's-
those friends in the
Biff's
future.
gang or something.
Yeah.
It's called Biff's. Yeah.
And that,
Biff's
ladies and
boys.
gentlemen, is why nobody likes the Back to the Future trilogy.
Nobody.
Moving on.
Nobody. District 925. We are stuck on Earth forever. District 925. Damn.
That's great.
That's great. Dun 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 dun. That bass line, dude.
Boom, 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 boom.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like it's coming for you, that bass line.
Stumble out of bed and I'm gonna hit some creatures. Doop, dap, doop, dap, doop, dap.
Don't drink the juice or you'll become a prawn.
Yeah, that part doesn't make sense.
Well, I don't think he drank it. I think someone just like sneezed it in his face or something, right?
Yeah, but why is he turning into one of them?
Because I think
that
it
ever
like
make sense?
yeah, I think it was like that liquid in there is like their DNA or something or some kind
They
of like
call it
weaponized.
teach you a moral lesson juice. That's what they call it.
Dude, that movie's fucking great. We've
It's
been robbed of
amazing.
a sequel of that movie.
Maybe because like what would it be?
I talked about it on the podcast with James. I had like a whole
really?
idea. I think to summarize, the aliens leave and then 10 years later they come back and everyone's like, what the fuck? And then, but then like a ton of like battleships from space come and they're coming to like revenge on Earth for mistreating their peoples. And then while they're there, the prawn from the first movie kidnaps the Vicus prawn, takes him up into the science ship covertly because they all hate humans. They're all against humans. And so his thing is he's trying to turn him back to a human because he promised he would. And then there's like a human on the ship because Vicus becomes a human again. And then it becomes this huge fucking race to get him back to Earth, but Earth's gonna get destroyed. And he's like, you can't destroy Earth. And it's just this whole fucking thing.
That's
like,
interesting.
Yeah,
I
I
like
want that. I want it. Yeah, because he could try to be like an ambassador for humans on the alien ship. Once the aliens there find out that there's a human on board, they basically want to kill him. But the science team of aliens are like, no, this guy, like, this is a representation of a real human on Earth. He was a good person. He became one of us. He knows us. You know, maybe he can become the guy that's helps sign the treaty between humans and the aliens. And then the third movie could be like a big, like, universe coming together in harmony kind of movie, and all the aliens and humans
Maybe
have
it's
like
not
a
a third movie, and it's a new Star Trek type series that we're gonna get on Netflix for three seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Deep Space District 9.
Give us all the money, Hollywood.
Yeah. Come on,
What's
Peacock.
going on?
Where you at? We got ideas.
Come on, Quip. Not Quip. Quibi.
Come on, Quibi. Where you at?
Come on, Toothbrush Company. Give us your money.
Let's make a District 9 show.
It doesn't seem like one where you would wake up and go, guys, we're going to go to the theater together as a group of friends, get some popcorn, and watch Pursuit of Happiness.
Right. Let's just watch an Oscar bait Will Smith movie. Yeah. I mean, but like, yeah, that was enough to get me interested in it. I just don't remember it being good, and that's why it's off my screen.
I remember so little from it, but I know that I saw it. I don't even know if that song was part of it.
Probably not, but I do know that they did it.
Yes, they did. And now they're part of the Hollywood Cannibal Orgy Kid Tribe that my friends over at QAnon are trying to take down. We're going to get there. Don't worry. Give us time.
I gotta go. This game isn't fun anymore.
I'm over it. That's a fun
Nice work.
But
Nice
you did
work.
not like Onward. You were not an Onward lover.
No, I mean, there's some parts that are really cool, but I felt like dad legs was a weird thing that didn't work.
Yeah.
And also that line, or that like chimera lady or whatever, the one that was like
the main, the one that owned the Camelot type restaurant.
Yeah, I just wasn't like in love with that character. I wanted to be in love with it and really be like, that's a Pixar character for the ages, you know?
Ooh,
like,
you know, that's where you are probably right. Like I did not loathe the film like most other people, but I do agree that there is nobody in that film that is like will go down in the top 50 character list from Pixar movies. Yeah.
Which is interesting because it's like Pixar doing like a D&D fantasy world should have memorable characters in it.
Should.
But they just kind of...
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
What would you put first? Would you put Onward or Good Dinosaur first?
Onward.
Okay, that's good. Oh,
Yeah.
poor Good Dinosaur. You should have seen James and Elyse try to do like Star Wars math, trying to figure out which episode it was. It was great.
What's the Deathstroke thing?
He kills Snoke in it.
Oh.
Kylo
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke on Sith Snoke precludes Luke cloak, fall, then float.
Oh, the Deathstroke. Got it. Damn, that's good. That's real good.
All right.
Nice work, Joe. That's a poem.
Thanks, dude. 2 more. Here we go. If that was my favorite prompt, this one is my favorite answer.
Okay.
Rivals Gravity. So good.
Gravity.
If you had to, just off of the top of your head, out of all of the movies that you can even possibly remember mentioned in this round, which one is your favorite?
Oh, fucking Gravity, dude. 100% it's Gravity.
And that's our new shirt, everybody. Motherfucking Gravity, dude.
It should just be E.T. like floating in space.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even need to say Gravity. You could just have him floating in space on the t-shirt with like the space station from the movie and then like a planet or something.
But because he's not being constricted by gravity, we'll have him be 6 feet tall.
Dude, that's actually a really fun idea. He'll be 6 feet tall. Dude, a really fun idea would be to make movie game shirts like the pins.
Yes,
where where you guess what it is on the shirt. Mm-hmm. It doesn't say what it is.
It's just the shirt, yeah.
But it's just the guy. It's just E.T. floating in space with like the thing back there, and you're like, this T-shirt is a game. You have to combine movie titles to figure out what this T-shirt is.
Uh-oh. That sounds like a capitalistic endeavor we might have to go jump into.
Cha-ching! Cha-ching!
Fuck you, GameStop!
Yeah, and you respect me because I taught you biology. Yeah, and here I am on TikTok, and I say fuck now. That's right. Yeah, I mean the trick, if we're being honest, is to avoid like being sexualized. Because I'm like, I need you to see me as deeply asexual. I'm a 40-year-old man. Like, I need to do everything I can to like devour the expectation, because when you're on this platform, you expect people to be hot. And I need to be like, not that. Because it will, like, as soon as it gets a little bit that, it's very weird.